Hello, my gorgeous Washaya Wellness Warriors. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to stop feeling afraid during sex while trying to conceive. Now, as always, I am going to relax and connect with my breath while having my gorgeous voiceover narrating the things that I'm just feeling called to talk about today. So let's get started. Okay, let's be really, really honest for a second. If sex feels like a test right now, if it feels like there's a deadline that you are rushing towards and something that you've got to perform with perfection on, of course your body is going to resist the idea of sex and take the focus away from the pleasure aspect of sex itself. That doesn't mean that you don't want a baby. It means that your nervous system doesn't feel safe. Fear while trying to conceive or opening the portal to motherhood can feel like it's coming from so many places, because it is previous loss, PCOS, endometriosis, doctors speaking in percentages, feeling the pressure of ovulation windows and getting it just right and having sex just the right amount of times and just for the right duration. And then there's the part of you that can feel as though you're doing it late. And then also, outside of the bedroom and the doctors and everything, there's the element of comparing yourself to everybody else who is announcing pregnancies online and in person. Your brain has automatically paired the energy of sex with what if I fail again? And arousal can't coexist with stress and over planning, because subconsciously what is actually happening is your sympathetic nervous system is dominant. So this is the part of you that is in fight or flight, and this is like you're stressed out. I need to protect my body, I need to protect myself from any type of threat that is happening, whether it's outside, inside of me, whether I think it might happen, it might not happen, but I just need to be on guard just in case it happens. That part of you, that part is very, very heightened in this state. And while you're thinking, oh my gosh, all of these things I've got to focus on, blood flow is being prioritized to your survival organs. So all of the hormones and the energy that is then focused on reproduction, that is not a priority. It becomes secondary. So it's not important to your body in that moment. That's not something that it needs to prioritize right now. But to you, your body and your mind are thinking, hang on, why is it not happening? So your brain is like, oh, I really want to try for a baby, or I'm trying, I'm putting in all this effort and I'm not seeing any results. What's going on? Why? Why? But there's a lot of stress that is happening in the body, whether you're aware of it or not. And like I said, with the elements such as PCOS and the ovulation window coming up and passing, and the stress of your period showing up early or later than planned due to external stress, and maybe even some more internal stress as well that you're unaware of around your emotions and just general stress. All of that is playing a part in your fertility journey. So, with things like this, your lubrication decreases, orgasms become like really difficult to have because you're stressed and you're not focused really on pleasure, because that only really happens when you're relaxed and present in the moment. And however they show up is a really big indicator to how you're managing stress or how you're not managing the stress. But I'm not here to say that you should feel bad for being stressed. Like, at the minute, life is doing what it needs to do. At the moment, we're all trying to get through it as best as we can. But that's not to say that you don't need or want to still have those desires to have a baby within the year. The reason that your body isn't doing the things that can help your environment to welcome a baby, and also your period or your cycle can be thrown off. You may not be ovulating, and you may not have had a bleed for a very long time, or it's not consistent. This is all due to stress. And the reason that these things aren't happening, this is because your body is scared and it thinks that it's being threatened. So the body does not allow anything to happen, and your body doesn't actually open up or invite anything in, including the hormones needed for reproductive support, when it's in this state. And she opens up when she feels safe. So here is something simple that you can try. Before being intimate, you can take 5 slow breaths, either together if you're with your partner in person. You can do this when you're not together but connected, as in like on the phone, or you can do this alone. So you don't need a partner for this. You can just connect with your body, and you can say this out loud, or you can whisper it if you want. There is nothing to achieve right now. You can remove ovulation apps from the room and your mind for the moment. There is no talk of pregnancy before touch in this scenario. And separating performance from connection. Okay, so what we're doing here is separating performance from connection, because the more you're chasing the outcome of pregnancy through sex, the less sex actually feels like something you want to experience. It feels like another thing on your to-do list, and with conscious conception, that is not what we want to do, because it's all done with intentionality. So if it is anywhere on somebody's calendar, it needs to be surrounded with intention. And conception thrives in safety. Let's do a very quick reset together. I invite you to put both feet flat on the floor. Press your toes down gently. Inhale into your pelvis. And exhale slowly. Whisper, I am allowed to enjoy this. Notice if your shoulders drop, and that drop is what safety gets to feel like from now on. Here's your reminder that you are, in fact, healing multiple layers at once, and that's okay. Hey, so here's a mini editor's interruption. I had to come in and finish that last little bit of this video because, in true Lauren fashion, my audio cut out again. I think I'm gonna need a new lead. I think that's what I need, because there have been a few videos where that's happened, but I wouldn't be who I am without finishing the video like this. Thank you ever so much for spending time with me today, and until next time, I will see you soon.